breaking through the barriers of mountains and seas, Chinese technology helps the development of the Lion City. Singapore is an important port in the world and an important fulcrum country along the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road. Its competitiveness ranks among the best in the world in many fields such as financial financing, commerce and logistics, transportation and shipping, technological innovation, and human resources. Singapore is the first country in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations to publicly express support for the Belt and Road Initiative. With years of cooperation between the two countries in various fields, Singapore has become an important partner of China's One Belt, One Road initiative. In this video, let us learn more about it. Universal Studios Singapore is the first large-scale comprehensive entertainment project undertaken by China Metallurgical Corporation overseas. It is also the flagship project of Resorts World Sentosa, which cost nearly $4.4 billion to build. Universal Studios Singapore draws on the essence of the three Universal Studios in Hollywood, Orlando in the United States and Osaka in Japan. It is the fourth Universal Studios theme park in the world and the first in Southeast Asia. The project department jointly formed by China Jingye Metallurgical Engineering Company, Limited and MCC Tiangong Engineering Group Company, Limited relied on the scientific management of all managers and the day and night work of thousands of workers to overcome the harsh high heat and rainy climate conditions at the Singapore site. At the same time, a number of new technologies, new processes and new materials were adopted, and it took 18 months to successfully complete the entire Universal Studios construction project. On March 18, 2010, Universal Studios Singapore opened to the public as scheduled. On that day, tens of thousands of tourists from all over the world were attracted to experience the fairy tale-like excitement, creating a new miracle in the history of Universal Studios construction. The Universal Studios Singapore project also filled the gap for Chinese-funded enterprises to contract large-scale comprehensive entertainment projects overseas and won the Luban Award, the first overseas project in China's metallurgical construction industry. On November 11, 2022, the opening ceremony of the Singapore MRT Thomson-East Coast Line Phase 3, TEL 3, project participated by China Railway First Engineering Bureau was held at Orchard Road Station. Representatives of employees participating in the construction of China Railway First Engineering Bureau took the first train to experience the journey. The Thomson-East Coast MRT line is Singapore's sixth MRT line. China Railway First Bureau is the general contractor for the design and construction of the steel spring floating slab track for the second and third phases of the Thomson-East Coast Line of the Singapore MRT T2180 project. This is the first project in Singapore to introduce high-grade rail vibration and noise reduction technology. The second phase was officially opened to traffic on August 28, 2021. The steel spring floating plate line of the Singapore Metro T2180 project is 2.09 kilometers long, covering a total of 6 sections of double lines. During the construction period, the employees of China Railway No. 1 Bureau worked together to ensure that epidemic prevention and production work were both correct. The natural frequency and vibration reduction effect tests of the completed steel spring floating plate track met the design requirements and were fully recognized by the owners and operators. It has established a good reputation in the Singapore rail engineering market. On March 22, 2023, after more than 2 years of preparation, The business communities of Singapore and China jointly organized the first high-profile international exhibition after the COVID-19 epidemic. The 2023 International Industrial Cooperation Conference, Singapore, and China Mechanical and Electrical Products Brand Exhibition kicked off in Singapore. Gao Quanqing, president of the Singapore Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, said that this exhibition is a new breakthrough in promoting innovation, cooperation, and win-win, indicating that Singapore-China cooperation has reached a new peak. Over the years, China-Singapore pragmatic cooperation has kept pace with the times, and economic and trade ties have continued to deepen. Since 2013, China has been Singapore's largest trading partner for 9 consecutive years, and Singapore has been China's largest source of new investment for 9 consecutive years. China and Singapore focus on major initiatives and issues such as the Belt and Road Initiative, economy, trade and sustainable development, innovation, finance, public health and people-to-people exchanges, and promote the continuous expansion and upgrading of practical cooperation between the two countries. By the rippling blue waves of Jinji Lake in Suzhou, a new modern industrial city is full of vitality. This is the first intergovernmental cooperation project between China and Singapore, the Suzhou Industrial Park, which was built in 1994. From farmland depressions to modern new cities, this experimental field for China-Singapore cooperation has gradually grown into a high-yield field and demonstration field. Today's Suzhou Industrial Park has formed an industrial system dominated by new-generation information technology and high-end equipment manufacturing, with emerging industries such as biomedicine, nanotechnology applications, and artificial intelligence and modern service industries collaboratively promoted. In 2022, the park's regional GDP will reach 351.56 billion yuan. As China's urbanization process continues to accelerate, the concept of sustainable development has increasingly become a social consensus. China and Singapore have jointly developed and constructed the Tianjin Eco-City project in 2008, aiming to transform the saline alkali wasteland and polluted water surfaces along the Bohai Bay. Build a sustainable ecological city on such a piece of land. At present, Tianjin Eco-City has a permanent population of more than 120,000, and a total of 14,000 market entities of various types have settled there. Its ecological restoration and water management experience has been promoted and applied in many regions across the country. In the future, Tianjin Eco-City will focus on building China's leading low-carbon smart city and continue to provide residents with a good working and living environment. 2015 marks the 25th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Singapore, and President Xi Jinping was invited to visit Singapore. Witnessed by President Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Li Hsin-long, the China-Singapore Chongqing Strategic Connectivity Demonstration Project, the third intergovernmental cooperation project between the two countries, was officially launched. It mainly covers 4 key areas of cooperation: financial services, aviation industry, transportation and logistics, and information and communications. As of November 14, 2022, under the framework of this project, China and Singapore have implemented 218 government and commercial cooperation projects and 235 financial service projects, with a total amount of $54.3 billion. It has effectively improved the level of interconnection between China's western region and ASEAN countries. In the new blueprint jointly drawn by the leaders of the two countries, high quality will become the most distinctive symbol of China-Singapore cooperation. Strengthening the construction of the new land-sea corridor, deepening digitalization, green transformation and third-party cooperation will become important driving forces for the improvement and upgrading of China-Singapore cooperation. China-Singapore Guangzhou Knowledge City is an important carrier and innovation model for bilateral cooperation between China and Singapore. In June 2022, the Sino-Singapore Smart Park will officially open. It is committed to building a global industrial ecosystem with biomedicine, new generation information technology and artificial intelligence industries as its core, and has become another bright business card of China and Singapore in the field of knowledge city innovation cooperation. After its opening, it attracted many Singaporean companies and institutions such as Singapore Energy Group, DBS Bank, Exxon, Nanyang Technological University of Singapore, and the National University of Singapore to settle in the park. Singapore's convenient and fast public transportation system is a business card of the Lion City. In recent years, electric buses made by Chinese car brands BYD and Yutong have increasingly appeared on the streets of Singapore. The two countries can deepen cooperation in biopharmaceuticals, electronic technology, environmental protection technology, renewable energy, and other aspects, said Chen Gang, Assistant Director of the Institute of East Asian Studies at the National University of Singapore. He also said that China has made important progress in areas such as photovoltaic power generation, wind power generation, and electric vehicles, and there is a lot of room for the two sides to expand cooperation. With the in-depth advancement of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, RCEP, China and Singapore continue to expand cooperation space in the fields of digital economy and interconnection. It will not only broaden the development path for bilateral relations, but also effectively radiate the Southeast Asian region and promote sustainable regional economic development. The China-Singapore relationship was born in response to the times and prospered with the trend. Now it has opened a new chapter in building an all-round and high-quality forward-looking partnership. Under the guidance of the heads of state's diplomatic strategy, the people of China and Singapore will be connected hand in hand, continue to explore new opportunities for bilateral cooperation, and promote bilateral relations towards a better future. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.